physics of low temperature and pressure. Under that, liquefaction of gases, real and ideal gas. Let me first start ideal gas and real gases. Ideal gas. Ideal gas is one which strictly obeys all gas laws, that is Boyle's law, Charles' law, ideal gas equation, PV is equals to RT under all conditions of temperature and pressure. The molecules of an ideal gas, they do not exert force of attraction on one another. There is no intermolecular forces of attraction between the molecules in case of ideal gas. Also, molecules are smaller in size, volume can be neglected. Ideal gas, they cannot be liquefied, it is only imaginary. Next, real gases. Real gas is one which do not obey gas laws. They show some deviations from gas laws, particularly at low temperature and high pressure. There is an intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules in case of real gas. Real gases, they have, the molecules of real gases have significant size. Volume cannot be neglected in case of real gases. Real gases can be liquefied. So all gases occurring in nature are real gases. For example, oxygen, nitrogen, etc. Deviation of real gases from gas laws. So we know that real gases, they do not obey gas laws. The gases which can be liquefied, such as carbon dioxide, ammonia, etc., they show marked deviation from gas laws. The permanent gases, such as oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, etc., they show a little deviation at ordinary temperature and pressure, but marked deviation at low temperature and high pressure. By plotting the product PV against P, that is pressure, for different temperatures, the following conclusions may be drawn. First one, for each gas there is one particular temperature at which the product PV, it remains constant as the pressure is increased. This temperature is called Boyle temperature. Let me explain using graph. That is, for each gas there is a particular temperature at which the product PV, it remains constant, and that as the pressure is increased. This temperature is called as Boyle temperature. At very high pressure, PV begins to increase. Second one, below Boyle temperature, PV decreases to minimum as pressure is increased and then begins to increase. Below Boyle temperature, PV first decreases to a minimum as the pressure is increased, and further increase in pressure, PV begins to increase. Third one, above Boyle temperature, PV increases with increase in P from the very beginning itself. Above Boyle temperature, PV increases with the increase in pressure from the beginning itself. So this is about deviation of real gases from gas laws. Next, Van der Waals equation of the state. Derivation. The ideal gas equation, that is PV is equals to RT, it does not correctly represent the experimental behavior of real gases. The ideal gas equation, it is based on two assumptions. So one is the molecules of a gas are infinitesimally smaller in size, and also they exert force of attraction on one another. Actually, the molecules of real gas, they do possess a finite size at higher pressure, and also at high pressure the molecules, they come closer to each other and also attract one another. Hence, the equation of state of a real gas will be different from that of an ideal gas. Later, van der Waals, he modified the ideal gas equation, that is PV is equals to RT. He modified that equation by correcting it for finite size of the molecules as well as their mutual attraction. The equation of state for 1 mole of an ideal gas occupying a volume Vi at a pressure Pi is given by the equation PiVi is equals to RT. Now let us consider 1 mole of a real gas which is occupying an absorbed volume V at an absorbed pressure P. Observed volume V at an absorbed pressure P, and then apply correction. First is correction for finite size of the molecules. The molecules of a gas, they occupy a finite volume in space. Therefore, the volume which is actually available for the molecules to move, it is less than the volume of the gas. So thus the real gas, they occupying a volume V, it is equivalent to an ideal gas of a smaller volume Vi, such that Vi is equals to V minus B, which is the correction for finite size of the molecules, where B is a constant for 1 mole of gas. Next, it is correction for intermolecular attraction. A molecule in the interior of the gas, it experiences a force of attraction in all directions because it is surrounded by other molecules, and hence the resultant force will be equals to 0. But a molecule near the wall of the container, it experiences an inward pull due to the unbalanced attraction of molecules behind it. Due to this, the molecule, it collides against the wall with smaller momentum. That is, the pressure of the gas will be reduced. Thus, the absorbed pressure P, which is exerted by the real gas, it will be less than the pressure Pi, which would have been exerted by an ideal gas. So therefore, P is equals to Pi minus beta, where P is the absorbed pressure and Pi is the pressure exerted by the ideal gas, and beta is the reduction in the pressure. Pi will be equals to P plus beta. Here beta depends upon the inward pull on the molecule near the wall of the container due to the attraction of molecule behind it, as well as the number of molecules present in a given volume per unit area per second. Both these factors, they depend upon the density of the gas. Therefore, beta will be inversely proportional to volume occupied by the given mass of gas. Thus, beta is equals to A by V square, where A is a constant for 1 mole of the gas and A by V square is called internal pressure. On substituting the value of Pi and Vi in the equation 1, that is pi vi is equals to RT. So we get the equation, final equation. For pi you substitute p plus a by v square. Vi is equals to v minus b, which is equals to RT. So this is van der Waals equation of state for 1 mole of an ideal real gas.